After 50, never share these 5 things with anyone. Have you ever shared too much and lived to regret it? I have. One of the things I've learned as I've gotten older is that not everybody deserves to know you. Not everybody deserves your openness and honesty. It's really, really important that you're careful about what you share, when you share it, and with whom you share this information. Not everybody has your best interest at heart, and many times, what you share can and will be used against you at some point. We all want to share to try to get validation, or seek support, or in an attempt to build relationships. We figure if we share about ourselves, we'll get to learn about the other person, and it helps to build stronger connections. But stronger connections come with time, by going through stuff, and by seeing who stays in your corner and who consistently has your back. Sharing the wrong information can come back to bite you right in the butt. 1. Your weaknesses and past mistakes. This is one of the things you want to be really careful about sharing. Once you share those, you can never unshare them, and people, they'll hold on to it. They'll remember everything you said, and they'll kind of judge you by it, or always have you within that framework. They may even remind you of it from time to time, usually at the times when it's least appropriate. It may feel like it's helping to build a connection to share past regrets and things you've done wrong, but really, it's giving the other person power and ammunition over you. You may want to think twice about that. 2. Financial information. The second thing you want to be really careful about sharing is financial information. You don't want to be seen as an ATM. And you definitely don't want to hear any garbage about the past financial mistakes you've made. We've all made them. We've all been there. If you're going to share really personal financial information, think twice who you're sharing it with. You don't need that coming back to you about, oh, remember those times when you spent the money on this, and you didn't pay the bills and you got behind. Boy, that really sucked for you, didn't it? Who needs that in their life? You also don't need people knowing about your amazing successes either, because you don't need to be an ATM or a backup plan for anybody. 3. Relationship conflicts. You do not want to share your relationship problems with anybody. I think we've all been there and done that. And guess what? Whoever you share them with will never forget. And they will never view your partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever the same again. They're always going to hold that kind of grudge for them. Why? Because they don't get the good parts of that person that you do. The story you told them was only from your point of view, so they didn't get the full picture. If they're your friend, they care about you, and they're always going to have your back. So, when you go out there telling them about the fight you had or how they did you wrong, they're never going to forget. And you're going to move on and want to stay with that person and want that person accepted. And it's not gonna happen. And it's your fault. You ruined it by sharing personal information. 4. Deep pain and trauma. Deep pain and trauma is another thing you want to be careful sharing. Yes, somebody might be able to commiserate with you, or you might get that understanding. But again, they're often never going to let you kind of grow past that and put it in the past and leave it there. You may end up feeling kind of weird about the relationship or friendship because they know this stuff about you that you want to put way behind you. Put it in the ground, gone, you're moving forward, and what's going to happen is the relationship, the friendship, or whatever, is going to be ruined because eventually you're going to know and remember that you told them this stuff. You're going to want it in your past, and unfortunately, that relationship and friendship may have to also go by the wayside in order for you to totally cleanse yourself of that and get away from it. Kind of like a snake that sheds its skin in order to grow. You may end up having to shed those relationships because they're from the past, and they have the knowledge of this bad stuff that you want to totally put behind you. 5. Future plans and dreams. Be careful who you tell about your future plans and dreams. Guess what? Because of their own bias and their own jealousy or shortcomings, they're going to start giving you bad information. They'll say things like, "Why are you going to do that? It might be dangerous." Or, "You want to go start a YouTube channel. What, are you kidding me? You're 60 years old. You're going to get bad comments. No one's going to watch your videos." And next thing you know, you never start doing what it is that you wanted to do. And because of somebody else's issues, you now put something aside that might have turned out amazing for you. You don't want to be talked out of something that could be the best time of your life. Conclusion / alternatives, resentments, grudges, bad things. Don't share any of that either. All it's going to do is bring down the other person you're talking to. They're not really going to get it, so don't bother sharing it with them. It's just going to be seen as negative. They're going to judge, and they may even gossip and spread things around. The whole real message here is just to be really careful who you share what with. I'm human. I get that we're all looking for that connection and sometimes validation. But it can come sometimes from the weirdest places, like on a YouTube channel. You can look in the comments section and realize, okay, I'm not the only one that's experiencing this or feeling this. And that can help validate, and it can help you feel less alone with things. It keeps you protected. You're not out there putting this out to somebody. You can even share things in the comments section. No one's going to see it. You can get it off your chest. You can see what other people think of it. And you can connect in that kind of way. I find 2 good ways to connect that feel safe to me. Social media sometimes, and also using AI, talking to my AI bot. It helps me talk something out. She's not going to run around and gossip on me or judge me. So I get that we need the connections, the validation, and the support. But there are other ways. Be really careful who you're talking with out there. Don't share things and then live to regret it. I think we've all been there. Thanks, guys.